Alex Fast joining us here. And we've got a lot of different directions to go in with some Orioles who are making some positive motions this year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm very excited to talk to you. Very excited to be here. Thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and dive into this because Jackson Holliday, we've all talked about it. Matt, his dad, obviously being who he is, has really taken control of his mechanics and made him a better guy overall because he knows his son, but he's also done some stuff on his own. So can we break this down here?
Yeah, so Jake Rill and Mike Petriello over at MLB.com have talked extensively about what changes Holliday has made with his hands, but I want to focus actually on what he has done with his feet. So recently over at Baseball Savant, what we've done is been able to show what changes guys have made in the box, how far they stand back, how close they are to home plate, and what they're doing with the distance between their feet. Coming into the year, Holliday kind of widened that stance a bit, around 31 inches between his feet, but recently, after the call with his father, he made a change, shortened it up a little bit, and as a result of that and the change he's made with his hands, he's been able to reach velocity a lot better. Before, guys would throw 95 right by him. Not the case anymore. Coming into the year, he had a sub-300 slugging on pitches 95 miles an hour or greater, but in the past 3 or 4 weeks, that slugging against 94 miles an hour or greater, near 500. No longer guys just trying to blow it past him because he can hit it hard now.
So to put this in layman's perspective here, having your feet a little closer together just kind of gives you better, quicker range of motion with your body?
Yeah, for him, it essentially impacts what he is able to do with his bat, able to keep it on plane a little bit longer, and guys aren't just able to throw things by him quicker because he can get through the zone a little bit faster with that bat.
Oh, I love it. Now, a guy who is getting a lot through the zone right now. We've loved him for years, but Bryan Baker is having an absolute season to remember right now. He was dogged in spring training that this was going to be it. He wasn't going to do the shuttle anymore, and it's showing.
Yeah, he's been fantastic. I actually want to talk about that changeup. So recently he has upped his changeup usage by 10%. There's a metric called Stuff Plus, which essentially looks at a pitcher's movement on their pitch, their velocity, their arm angle, their release point, and it outputs one score for that pitch. If we're looking at the Stuff Plus for Bryan Baker's changeup, it is the second best changeup in baseball and actually the 7th best pitch in all of baseball. He added more drop, he added more horizontal movement to the pitch, and look no further than last night to see how effective it can be as he got Mike Trout in the 8th inning swinging. We all know the story with that four-seamer. It's electric, but I'm curious to see if he can continue to have success with that changeup moving forward.
Hey, you put it into those perspective. I don't think we're even still talking about him enough to have something that's just absolutely that dominant. And to kind of contrast to him, 35-year-old Tomoyuki Sugano, he comes into camp. This is a guy who has all of his own decorations, a resume that should be respected. But we also know it's different when you come to the league from what is overall done in Japan. And yet the strikeouts aren't anything that are going to blow you away, but he's coming out with quality almost every time.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. So he has a near 3 ERA, which leads Orioles starters top 20 in the American League, but one of the lowest swing and miss rates in all of baseball. So how is he having all of that success? It's essentially his ability to induce weak contact and allow weak contact on balls that he puts in play. So overall, pitchers allow 17% of their balls to be balls put in play. For Sugano, that number is 22%, which is the 7th highest in all of baseball. Zach Eflin also joins him in that top 10 list, so there's clearly some strategy here. We trust that we're not always going to be able to get that swing and miss, but when we can't, we're going to be able to induce weak contact. We're going to trust Westberg and Henderson and Holliday behind us, and they've been effective for him so far, and hopefully they can continue that tonight.
And it is hot. It's muggy here in Baltimore right now. So you definitely want to keep it down and keep it weak because we've seen the ball flying here. So we're going to put you on the spot a little bit. You've got Sugano obviously up for the starter today. Who in that Orioles lineup, though, is going to click for you think?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I'm very excited to see Gary Sanchez make his DH debut, but you know what? I think it's Kobe Mayo hitting out of the 9 spot. I think he's going to be able to start it and keep it rolling, turn some of the difficulty that we've had against left-handed pitching around against Tyler Anderson and that good changeup. It'll start with Mayo.
I love it. There we go. There's our bold pick from Alex Fast. But again, when you've got the background, you're probably also going to trust that a little more as well. Thank you so much for joining us and breaking down some of these O's.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.